Hello folks, my name's Steve and this is Gavin.
Hello.
And we're here to play the Yooka-Replaylee Glitterglaze Glacier demo that we've recently shown to press and a couple of influencers. So we're going to jump into it now.
Bring it up.
Speaking of bringing things up, this is Yooka-Replaylee.
We started?
Yeah, we started, yeah.
Whoa. You can't
Cold
talk
open.
about my repeating... No, we've got to start again, surely.
We don't need to, we're doing an intro before this anyway. So hello everybody and welcome to a developer commentary slash Q&A slash stream of consciousness.
Is this you keeping up the charade that we've started?
We have absolutely started, yeah, we have completely, I'm keeping that in,
Well,
So, this is a gameplay demo for Yooka-Replaylee that we shared with some press and some influencers a couple of weeks ago, and we thought that it would also be valuable for us to play it whilst we chat about it, talk about what's changed in the game, or specifically, you know, Glitterglaze Glacier since Yooka-Replaylee, and then since we've also made this demo, because this is obviously a work in progress demo, so things have changed a little bit since then. So we're just going to get into it, play, have a chat. It's going to be quite casual. There's not going to be any hard-hitting, well, I mean, apart from the intro loading conversation, there might not be too much hard-hitting controversies.
I don't know, you know, we'll see how it goes.
But yeah, obviously we've had quite a lot of, I would say personally, as the person that has to read all of this stuff, we've had quite a lot of positive reception towards the demo. I think people have been quite excited to see a little bit more of the game. Obviously we've teased it with trailers and stuff, but this is kind of our first real showing of the game, right? So
yeah, I was going to talk about 7 things and you've just gone past it.
you're gonna have to keep up. You can't talk about it all. We've only got a very limited amount of time, so go.
We have deforming snow.
Yes, we've
have
talked
new
about that.
enemy minion types.
I voiced one of these.
Which one? That one. Kill him.
Tribal, yeah, just this guy specifically.
Yeah, I want to hear your pain screams.
They're in Tribal Stack.
Excellent. Render's back. Made a little plateau for her. Look, I put a little hexagonal plateau there.
You like these hexagons, don't you?
Yeah, they're kind of a key feature shape of this level. And if you see this start area, look, they've been used, I would say, to pretty good effect to embellish the level, make it more interesting, and create more legible level design for how to go and engage and navigate around the level. It was pretty bare before. Put a few trees down as well. Yeah, when I get to look at how much every individual thing cost in terms of dev money and payroll and wages.
Okay, how does that feel?
Scary.
So a tree, what would you say a tree costs? Can we reveal that now?
Not that phallic thing, no. But when I did see the cost, I thought, right, we're going to have a few more of those now, otherwise I'm not sleeping. Whoa, look at that, death by proxy.
Yeah, that was...
Generous ground pound volume.
I think so, yeah. I think it's fair to say that that's...
Well, you're playing and we thought, put on the accessibility.
Widen everything out, yeah.
Load a skill barrier.
Well, you know, they do say that community managers don't really play the games that they work on.
Look, you've already gone rushing past one. A mysterious ghost...
Who's this guy?
Ghostly piggy bank. What do you do when you see a piggy bank?
Smash it.
For coin. Let's do that. Out they bounce. These coins and the piggy banks have already changed colour since this build. We've gone to gold instead of platinum. We actually, and the reason is, we've lost gold on quills. Quills are changing, again, not in this build, but quills are changing to be colour specific to the worlds they're on. You know, Trowzer's getting a bit fussier in the past few years. And
late stage capitalism.
That loss of gold on the quills meant gold became available for our other collectibles. And we thought, well, gold's always nice and shiny. Let's go with it. And project lead Simon Gurges has made his distaste for silver, not just in video games, in life in general.
Just furious about the existence of silver.
Obvious, and ever since we put silver coins in, he's been furious. Oh, we've got this VFX on the melees as well as I saw new versions of those this week.
Okay, so
they're
since the
looking
demo
improved.
again.
Yeah, they've improved. Look, Yooka-Replaylee shiver in the cold.
I love this. Yeah, we posted a clip of this on social media the other day, and this got a great reception.
Excellent.
I think that's something that's going to be very prevalent throughout this conversation. I think is that
Are they shivering? Are they starting off a micro dance craze?
yeah, maybe this is
Everyone could pick up. Everyone can do those moves.
Can we get this in Fortnite?
Yeah. Maybe in 2 weeks.
I think the sentiment is if you like this, or if you saw this and were pleasantly surprised, because I think we've definitely shown people that there's quite a lot of changes coming to the game.
Yeah.
That there's even more.
This room layout's been rearranged, and it's even been rearranged since this demo as well. Everything's in a
Can I get that?
state of constant refinement and improvement.
Cool.
We're getting lots more opportunity to do refinement passes across the whole game than we ever did on the first game. So even now, where I can see we've made strides, forwards, there's even further improvements to come. I love how that melts the snow around.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's lovely. Here's Angry. Needs a pass doing still. Angry, still a bit kind of frustrating to play against.
Yeah, I think he actually killed me the first time I did this. I'm gonna go. Well, I want that. I want to melt the other thing, don't I? Actually.
Yeah. We need to raise the temperature in this room, melt the ice cube, which is blocking the exit.
I should have got you to play this, really.
I actually haven't played this section myself. You've just gone past a pyre.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, it's under there.
Yeah, but what this room hasn't had, is kind of a UX pass done on it. So where we need to encourage and subliminally push the player around and over to things, like finding the pyres right now. It's a bit random, and it can be a bit unrewarding if not used correctly. The random is a tool, and you don't want people to be wandering around randomly and then achieving good outcomes. That doesn't feel rewarding or that engaging. So that room there is having elements added to it which encourage fun experimentation and playfulness. So as you're completing the challenge, you feel the progress being made, and you can kind of learn how to look out for those pyres.
So I think something we've had a lot since we showed the game off was that a lot of people very pleased, very excited about the idea of us coming back and doing it, but a lot of people that have been still quite concerned have kind of reflected that the level design part is the bit that is going to be harder to do. But we're doing stuff to address that, aren't we? I mean, all these little changes that we're making.
Yeah, we've got so many more elements of those Coinelius.
Speaking
of. Bookmarks, new enemies, new things to engage with. We call this adding a lot of elements that we've got a name in the Platonictionary, which is Platonic's internal dictionary. We call it platformicity, adding platformicity around the level. Little delighter elements that they don't ultimately change your goal or motivation to go and do something and explore and get rewards, but they enhance the journey persistently. And they add texture and flavour to everything you're doing. And they're such an integral part of 3D platforming, and it was kind of very bare and inconsistent in the first time around. So we've added new elements that address that and really raise the quality of the game. A map screen here as well, and we're going to have a quest log.
Yeah.
Attached to this kind of Yooka's kind of guidebook through the game. Again, sticking with the book themes, which is a nice thing to do. But finding what to do is going to be much more straightforward. There's going to be less abstract hit and miss wandering around a level. Your time in the game is going to be way more productive, way more time spent just constantly having fun and achieving valid goals and engaging with the level features. There's not really going to be what I call dead time or trial and error time. And again, trial and error isn't the greatest thing in modern gaming. I know when I was younger, if you wanted to complete a level of Moon Patrol, you basically had to learn, layouts, enemy patterns for every single level of the game. Like the entire game, everything in the game was like a boss by today's standards of learning and repeating and memorization, and it's not really what we want in the ukulele series. There's a tiny bit of it, where it makes sense, but the vast majority of the time is just about playfulness and fun, exploration, and making sure the player is aptly rewarded for their time spent in the game.
This is new as well.
Yeah, new pagey collection animation. We didn't celebrate and reward the play, even just with visuals and nice little additive behaviours, VFX, sound effects, tunes. We didn't do enough of that in the first game, so it was almost like the player wasn't being reinforced for good behaviour. It was very retro, the way we did it.
Very Rextro.
Very retro.
There you go. There's one for you.
New dialogue style. We are going to be presenting, I think, an option for the old dialogue style.
We definitely had some feedback. I know we're exploring that, aren't we? Because we had some feedback.
I ultimately don't mind either. It's traditional and retro tones for purists, and then the modern approach is it's a lot more stylized and fresher feeling,
Bit
and
cleaner.
probably cleaner and more UX friendly, and for modern gamers' tastes. And when we can, and we can't always, but when we can, we do try and make it a choice. We don't try and be the fun police and say there's right and wrong. Well, there's right type A and there's right type B. So let the players decide what's right for them. So we try and do that where we can, and we know we have to tread a line because the ukulele series was sold on being a spiritual successor to 90s mascot 3D platformers. So it's not always a foregone conclusion. The right way of doing it is X.
Yeah.
We do have those retro vibes, but we also want to appeal to modern gamers as well and make sure we're doing our bit to help as many other people fall in love with 3D platforming as what we have done ourselves.
I think it's that was one of the things that we've sort of seen when we showed this this demo, and it's nice that we're looking at giving people the option. Like you say, I think having the option is never a bad thing, right? I'm just cheating and jumping down places now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We're getting rid of fall damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Pause now for fanfare.
I'll put that in post.
And bring it back.
Yeah.
Yooka-Replaylee again, now on the health system's changed even since this build, and you will lose coin on damage as well. They only start off with 3 health.
Right. Okay.
And your energy meter's changed. I mean, even the moveset's changed, I think, since this build as well, in terms of how we control the characters and pull off the different moves.
Right. Yes.
VFX passes have been ongoing. So much has changed already. This is unbelievable. I'm looking at this build now, just spending so much of that has changed, and yet this has changed so much drastically from the first game as well.
Because this isn't that old, is it? This build really? This is only
September.
Yeah. So we're motoring along.
Yeah. That area there, for example, is a completely new level layout and challenge.
Yes, we're going to have a little go at this one.
Oh, you're going to go heavy, are you?
I think so.
I don't blame you. Heaviness, we're going to get actual heavy feeling properties on Yooka. So at the moment you can see Yooka's technically turned heavy and invulnerable to being blown around by these wind volumes.
Which I might be okay
with.
But
yeah, he's actually moving as fast as ever.
Yeah.
Nice. Now that's changing, so heaviness will feel heavy.
Okay, cool.
And every step's a bit heavy, and it'll be harder to complete this challenge. You'll need to use a bit more of a player strategization, thinking, and okay, how do I do this challenge now? and there's no strict one way of doing the challenge as well. We've put much more of the new challenges and any refresh challenges. We've kind of moved to saying the player, we don't have to be too specific with how the player should be completing this thing. There's a range of challenges in the game that are, yeah, this one's kind of the obvious thing to do is this, but if the player finds a way of subverting the move set or the special abilities or the level layout and achieving something, we're not looking to fix that. Look at that, you got the right one straight away.
First go. I'm such a gamer.
Oh, you've played this before. I'll get that randomised, but yeah, some of these will reveal baddies, coins, and yeah, red coin challenges.
Oh, unbelievable! This is what I should have been doing. Oh no! Oh wow!
Oh, you can glide out of ball roll now. Ball rolls like the move set. Again, there's more transitions in and out of between different moves than we had originally.
Oh,
So
see that?
the move set's more fluid.
I am absolutely murdering this though.
Yeah, you're.
Oh no!
Come on! Oh, it's nice to show people you are human.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's fair. I want to give people
coins. There's some coins hidden in plain, and they're going to try and trick you. Now we're teaching the player that okay, there's coins that jump when you jump in the game. Great, and you've learned that in a safe place like here.
I feel safe.
You'll find areas in the game where right, these coins can be across gaps now, and they can be too low to collect. So actually, jumping is the right thing to do, and collecting them is easy because they're placed to meet you in midair across a jump. But then we'll start placing them in slightly different arrangements and test your skills in different ways. You don't have to collect coins. There's so many ways to collect coins. It's one of those, like I said, those textual things you can add to the player's journey around the level that make it playful to explore, and players can decide, like me, I have to go along a Mario level, still collecting every single coin. I'm like, I can't leave no coin behind. I'd weep. So yeah, we embrace that a little bit. The win volume's here, so you can get back up to that area of the level. Win volumes have changed literally this week, and we're in like the first week of December, so we're recording this. The win volumes have changed. There's a new behaviour on them, so when you go into a win volume, just stand on the win volume for me a second. This doesn't happen now. Yooka is going to kind of float above the volume at a residual height, and as you activate glide, like you do now, you'll go up, but the glide animation is going to change as well.
Cool.
So that animation is going to change, and then you can unglide and go back down to the residual height in a win volume. And we're going to set up challenges, encouraging players to jump in and out of win volumes and do various pagey earning activities.
The swimming's changed?
Swimming has changed, yeah. And we've got a swim attack. I don't think that's in this game.
No, I can't. No. I can only do sonar.
So we have a swim attack, much like in Impossible Lair, now as you're underwater.
Newbies?
Yeah. New gamers will enjoy it too. Newbies. No.
There we go.
Yeah. No, new bees, ring attacking bees. The jellyfish underwater are changing. These enemies, say goodbye to them. This might be the last time you ever see them. There's something slightly adjacent coming in to replace them, which is just a bit more fun and engaging. Like so much of the original game, we were kind of being mean to the player all the time. Everything. It was like the Dark Souls of 3D platformers. Like coming across these enemies, they were just in your way, annoying, terrifying. You know, now they're playful and you want to go and engage with them and get rewards from beating them. And here's Bookmark.
We'll speak to Mark. So now we've got two of these on the map.
Yeah,
so we
nearly called them Landmark, Watermark.
There he is.
Skidmark. But we ended up with Bookmark because obviously you're in a book world and these help you find your way around the book. So we picked the sensible option in the end.
I think so. I think it was the wise one to do. I want to get my where's our atom? I want to get the atom so that I can get the snowplow. That's what I want to do.
Wait. First, go on. Eat that. Shoot that sparkling brick over there. See that bug? The first of those
first one was
came out
huge,
and
yeah.
then subsequent ones, yeah. The game pooler, clearly not quite right.
I think we should keep the huge
turn
ones.
Around.
Turn around and
shoot that. Go left. Shoot that.
oh, this. Sorry, yeah. There we go. Oh.
Now shoot that. Missed.
Oh, I'm going to get more beans.
Oh yeah. The way ammo depletes on the energy meter now is going to be different as well. There's going to be they're intrinsically tied into. There's one from the pool again that's big. Look.
There we go. Oh,
hey,
okay.
Is that
like
further Russian
distance?
dolls? Russian dolls. This gets a bit. Go on. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, not again.
Go on, you got this. Look at that. Oh.
I'll get more.
So close.
I didn't do this one last time I played. This is it. So there's like, you just come back to it and I go, okay, well, there's something else that I didn't even look at. There we go. I'm going to get a bit more height on it. Q1. I'm really good at basketball. I promise.
Yeah, well, this isn't basketball, is it? So who cares? Right.
Nice.
There we
Perfect.
Go. More pages just kind of embedded around the environment with challenges that don't require huge, lengthy NPC conversations to set up, to trigger, to bookend everything. There's a lot more, which is just more accessible and find as you go around. You can see there's more of these blocks, bit of world building here because the statue above with capital B. Within it, that page challenge is still there. It's been tweaked slightly, but then we've added some more of these blocks down below. So people coming back from the old game, it's going to be really fun, I think, for those people to see what's remained, what's different, and what's remained, how it's changed, been tweaked, enhanced, or embellished. I'm really excited for people to find that kind of stuff, to be honest, because we sensed like we put in a huge amount of effort. People were doing a lot of hard work, extended hours. We really were trying to squeeze that budget as far as possible on the original game, and ultimately it got stretched too thin. And hands up, I think that's reflected in like what we were able to achieve in terms of quality. We had a huge scope of game, and it's quite feature rich, and there's lots of elements there. Did we finesse everything as much as we wanted to? No. So this time around, going back and really making this that ultimate version of the original vision and more is such a fortunate opportunity and position for us to be in. Because I think people, they don't see the other things that I know we're making in the studio. And so when you learn of, Yooka-Replaylee, we announce it, it's tied into our kind of anniversary. They don't know the full picture, and that's fine. We know.
We can't say certain things, can we? That's always the way.
But it's important that they also see, well, actually, we really value coming back and making this remaster for the reasons I just mentioned, how we want to make this ultimate version and show off our craft in 3D. We're super proud of what we were able to do with Impossible Lair. And again, that wasn't short on scope, Impossible Lair. I think that was a really valid entry with multiple strong USPs in the 2D platforming space that we can be really proud of. But the quality bar for Impossible Lair, we pushed quite well, and we're quite happy with that end result. So being able to bring that approach back to 3D platforming in one of our games, it's super satisfying. Even now, I'm looking at this building thinking, I'm the world's, I'm a brilliant self-critic. I could just see so many things. No, I know we're changing this, and this is on my to-do list. Even I look at the height of these towers, and I think, why are they this high? We're asking the player to do too much awkward traversal for what are the gains involved. And from a UX perspective, I think there's an argument for actually they don't need to be quite arranged like this, and what the gaps between them. How do I want the player to reach one tower and go to the next tower? Well, at the moment, I'm watching you do it. You're kind of just ball rolling around and there's nothing interesting or engaging or super rewarding about doing that. So we've got a lot more elements that we've built this time around in the move set, and with these platformisty elements that will add these to the game.
Yeah.
It will make navigating around. Like there's now sonar is being made much more integral to the experience, and you'll come across items which are kind of cloaked. So they're there, but they're cloaked and they can't be landed on. But you use sonar and you'll turn the item solid, you'll bring it to life. And it could be moving platforms, and just like here, you know, in this area, it's ripe for adding that kind of activity for the player to do. Still got the old freezing cold snowmen. Why snowmen feel the cold, I don't know.
It's a great
Is it
touch.
a joke? Is it actually some really deep and meaningful lore that will be apparent when Yooka-Replaylee are in their 10th game? Who knows? That's
10th game confirmed.
yeah.
That's it.
10th game.
Social media running wild now.
Yeah.
Yooka-Replaylee 10 confirmed here first, folks.
Yeah.
Cruddy duo.
For Nintendo platforms.
I'm in enough trouble.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get this. I want to get this molecule sorted because I have a pun I need to make.
Just look at the quality of the Puzz model now. And
Oh, it's incredible. She looks amazing. Look at her arms.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Arms,
So
tentacles. I mean, kind of both, right? I think I'd still call them arms in a way.
I don't want to get into that debate, you know.
No? Let us know in the comments.
I get, 50 letters a week already from people angry.
Really, about
the,
Dr. Puzz.
The lack of definition around Dr. Puzz, her motivations
We need to take a
in
stance.
life. Is it a human with octopus-like tentacles or squid-like tentacles? Is it an octopus or squid? Is it a squid with a human head or an octopus with a human head? No one knows which part of the experiment went wrong and which bit is the actual right bit.
Because she's in water, right?
Yeah, there's so many questions.
But with a human nose.
Yeah, and you know, I think the answers are forthcoming.
Okay.
In Yooka-Replaylee 12.
Okay, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Oh, I am ready, thank you. Right, let me get a little dialogue box now. Yeah, I am, yeah.
We have better UX here, like button prompts appearing before you're in the right place, so you can see exactly where to stand, and even that like takes a bit of player trial and error. Why? No good reason. Bad UX. That effect and animation. Oh, that's changing too. We've got the snowplow. The snowplow's got a nice beefy
Snowplow looks
effect.
great. Yeah, I
But look,
really like this.
It's ploughing snow and you're in the grass.
There's still snow there.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely playful effect, and there's lots more for the snowplow to do as well as we go around the level. Does this version of the build have the funny super off-road homage I built? I wonder.
I can do some 360 snow scopes for you. There you go.
There we are. Look at that. Ooh. 360
snow scopes. Oh, so we've got this. There's a hit animation here, which we've had a couple of comments about on social media.
Oh, someone put hit pause in and turned it up to 12. It's going back down to 2.
Yeah, so
it's not the game frame rate stuttering. It's not bad. Basically, we got a new toy out the box, and as you do,
turned it up to the max.
Yeah.
Because you know it's an early demo, right? Yeah, we want to go
head up the slope, drive.
Yeah, so I'll take it around here. Well, first of all,
go
I
the
want to.
Scenic route. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go around this way, and I want to. That's what these are here for, right?
Yes. No, look at Coinelius.
Okay.
Smash his face in.
Sorry, Coinelius. Oof. Yeah, there you go. Hitting the B as well.
If ever you're kind of looking for inspiration where to go, just smash a Coinelius and they'll help guide you around the level.
Can we get a T-shirt that says "Smash a Coinelius"? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Can I get through here?
It's 2024. Turn around, come back this way. Let's head over there. Go on. Okay, onto that platform.
Oof.
And I hope as you progress further over here, we're going to see a major addition to the level. Smash through the piles on the left, which are skillfully avoided, I swear, just to wind me up.
What piles?
What piles? Ooh, grr, etc. There we go.
Yes, okay.
Now we go, look, isometric racing, lap 1.
Oof.
Dun, 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 dun. And I remember a game called Super Off-Road, and you had to go around the track and you could pick up coin as you were going for your next races, upgrades and purchases, and there was barrels to smash as you were going. Lap 2, here we go. That's it. Use the boost. I did try putting speed ramps down.
What, like arrows? And...
Yeah, it was too difficult. You went whizzing off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah,
all the
I bet.
Oh! Oh, like that. Here we go. Lap 3. It's a slightly every lap.
Yeah, it's adjusted.
Yeah, and what you can't see from this top-down perspective is the difference in gradient of the slopes. You can't really. I'm sure you can feel it as you're playing, but for
you can, yeah.
dear viewer, trust me, the physics in this area really helps you shine with
a quick cool spin there. Celebration.
Yeah, the snowplow. And there we go.
Beautiful.
Another page is yours. Yeah. So as you explore and go around, there's a lot more to do with every element, and we call it our chemistry set. How many ways can we combine different elements to work with other elements, and the player can have fun finding new compound gameplay user stories, we call them.
Ooh, wow.
So what each element, you combine elements, and what do they create? Compounds. Compounds are fun. And we're forever trying to test our ways in which we can mix up and create these different cocktails. How many more metaphors for the same thing can I keep creating?
I'm intrigued. I think you've got a few more in the tank yet.
Yeah.
And we've also got a little honey thing there as well.
Yeah, you can still go sticky.
Now
Again, stickiness will feel sticky. You'll
Here
along
we go.
The beauty of the magic doors that walk you across the level. Again, they're kind of like redundant now because we have bookmarks, and you can use the bookmarks to checkpoint and warp all the way around the level. Snowplows and water don't mix. Still.
They should.
But yeah, that doorway through. We wanted in the original game the player to be able to go and do the potty mouth challenge with the snowplow if they so wanted, and that doorway system is kind of like total video game MacGuffin, right? Doesn't make any sense. But
I like them.
There's a little charm about them, isn't there? And there's kind of, in a way, fourth wall breaking and reinforcement that, hey, do you remember you're playing a video game? You're not really this isn't really Chameleon Bat Simulator 2024. This is a video game.
Exactly.
There's weird behaviours and logics to take advantage of, and you either embrace it or you eradicate it completely, and I don't think you can. So every now and again there's an element of video games memes in the gameplay itself.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but H Bomber Guy did a video on Yooka-Replaylee, the original game, and I think it's about a 15-minute video essay about the design elements that he actually really likes in the game. And one of those is... It was only 15 minutes? It was only 15 minutes long, yeah.
Okay.
So the guy...
Off the Christmas card list.
H Bomber Guy, the guy famed for his 3-hour-long video essays, did a 15-minute video.
On what's good in Yooka-Replaylee. I'm surprised. It took me 10, so fair play to him.
But he one of the things he mentioned was going through a mysterious door that takes you into, like you've got the towers that you'll go into, and on the inside it's 4 times as big as it was on the outside, kind of thing, and there's a charm to that I think is missing a lot at the time now.
Yeah, something I remember on the Banjo-Tooie team. It was kind of a joke. In Witchy World, you'd go inside certain level features, and even in the original Banjo-Kazooie and games like that, and it's fun, isn't it? It adds to the...
Yeah.
If everything was kind of like super obvious and specific and predictable, where's the fun in that? It's kind of nice to go, what mysteries lie beyond this door? I love it. In the Resident Evil series, you remember the slow door loading animations, which are to do with technical restraints as much as atmosphere and tone, but they totally made the most of them, and it was always like, what happens when you go through the door and you're off screen before you'd even be able to see what was there? You could hear what was there, and it was fantastic. And yeah, who knew it? There's a little bit of Resident Evil in 3D platformers.
Let's grab this. Grab some honey. There we go. Okay.
Sweet.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll allow it. Ooh.
Still, the physics are a bit slippy though. Honey's meant to be grippy. and when you're in this state. And the VFX coming off will be a lot more like honey patches being as you're going along.
Can I make it? No.
No, you're going to need more honey.
Was it the Beatles who did A Taste of Honey? Is that the Beatles? Is that Simon and Garfunkel?
I don't know. I'm not up to date with modern music.
There we go. Right. Can I be fast? Oh, I've got. Oh!
Oh, he rescued it. Look at that. The old game, you wouldn't have been able to do that.
No,
You'd
you
fallen to
wouldn't.
doom and
That's it. It's those little moments.
You'd have rage quit by now.
Oh.
That's for show, as they say.
Do they? Not up to modern music, but did just say faux show.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Oh my lord. Okay.
Look at that. We've got you. I love that. The spinning coin ring and people running the wrong way
The
round
wrong
it.
way
to collect
round it.
Inefficiently devaluing their experience.
Oh, I'm such a gamer.
That was your own fault.
That was my own fault. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's really hard to play a game and also be hosting a video. You know, that's why I'm letting you do a lot of the talking so that I can.
Yeah,
play.
we can see it's really difficult.
Hello, Mark.
Oh.
Mark has already become a fan favourite. I think people like his wacky nature. I think it's fair to say he's got a bit of a. I don't know. To me, I think it's going to be a toss-up between Vendy and Mark for potentially the most like subliminally scary character. I think there's a vibe about him.
Yeah, if someone wants to make a horror game about Mark and Vendy, we can license them out.
Okay.
Please do get in touch. I'd love to know if there's going to be a VJ Awards category for best new NPC. It'd be wonderful. I'd vote for them. Not Vendy, obviously she's not new. It's not
No.
a lick of paint.
Nor does she deserve any awards apart from being the most horrendous.
She looks vampiric. The way the teeth go to the back.
Yeah, they almost look like fangs. Yeah, the bow looks incredible. I must say, the bow looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
The
She's had a
platonic
bit
bow.
of work done. Bless her, Vendy.
Yeah, you know, it's
Nip and tuck.
it's
Haven't we all?
yeah. Well, you know,
Haven't we
times
all?
are tough, and it's hard out there being a vending machine in this day and age. Now, Isometric Palace.
Yeah, again, it's had tweaks.
We're in it.
And I always loved the visuals of the Isometric Palace, like the background artist that did this. Very talented chap. I'm not going to name check him because it would wind him up that I didn't. So, or I could misname check and quote someone else who
Do
it
that,
wasn't. But
yeah,
then
yeah.
by process of elimination, you could figure out who it was. So I'm not going to mention who, but they are super talented. Credit where it's due. And
Mysterious person.
I thought it would be a challenge to improve the visuals of the Isometric Palace, but even now, you know, it's the Isometric Palace in its best shape. Look at this. Look at these
Breeze
new
Block
animals
looks
and Breeze Block. Look
incredible,
at this.
doesn't he?
This is night and day. This should be in the trailer.
Modelled
surely.
after Gary Talbot.
Yeah, persona and everything. Yeah, the animator who did it, Gary's getting good.
You reckon?
Yeah,
Fair to say.
Is approaching solid, consistent 7, 8 out of 10s. You know, no, I'm joking. Obviously, I've known Gary a long time. He's a lovely chap, and yeah, when he gets to do it, like on gameplay stuff, he doesn't quite get to have his wicked way and just do everything he'd like. Because like gameplay has specific rules and constraints, but when you do let him loose on what you can clearly see is super amazing at and fun at is doing that kind of level of polish and quality there. So yeah, I'm really. I remember when I first saw this, and I'd not seen it. I was like late to the party. Everyone else had seen it before me, and I'd heard whispers of how good it looked. And it didn't disappoint. I thought Gary did a great job here.
Yeah, I love this. We've had again a lot of feedback on the very expressive Breeze Block, and yeah, he looks so awesome. The concern on his face.
I say this with all our characters. Like, I look at every character in the Yooka-verse and think they deserve their own game. Like, I want to play the Breeze Block game.
He just looks so like I feel bad for doing.
Could you imagine a breeze block game where you start small and to finish the level, you have to like keep going in hot and cold areas to scale up and scale down and complete puzzling courses? It'd be
like
fun,
a
right?
Katamari kind of thing, but with temperature.
Going both ways, up and down and things. It's like,
Terra frosting up this boiler.
Yeah, that can be in breeze block one day, breeze block game.
Breeze block.
How many more games can we announce as forthcoming?
So breeze block, colon,
10, 12,
hot and cold.
Breeze block, yeah.
There you go. That's that. You can have that one for free.
Vendy horror game, Mark horror game.
5 Nights at Vendy's.
Yes.
There you go.
I was thinking 6, but 5's got a ring to it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's good.
Could we have like a
Swirly Fog.
Swirly Fog? Yes. Look at it. Hang on. Yes, I should have come to the back of the room more. Yeah, that looks great, doesn't it?
Nice fluid simulation there.
Look at that.
I did that.
Did you?
Well, technically, I hired the person that did that. So,
sure.
in a way.
Yeah, that's great. It's just little touches like that that make the world feel more alive, isn't it? That's the stuff for me. Love that. Beautiful. I'm meant to be going over.
Fog game then. So we'll do a fog game, swirly fog game. Where you play a swirly fog.
What are we calling that one? Because I was gonna.
I'd say foggy, but then people might think it's the Last of the Summer Wine spin-off.
No one's. You are the only person I've heard mention Last of the Summer Wine in 30 years.
5 people who'll watch this video, max, who'll get that.
I'm one of them.
They'll get it to such a high level, they'll be like, yes, Price just quoted Last of the Summer Wine. He's sound.
I'm going to put this on YouTube where the average age of people is 18 to 24 who have never heard of Last of the Summer Wine. I have. I was raised by my grandparents. Last of the Summer Wine was a cultural staple on a Sunday afternoon.
Last of the Summer Wine, Only Fools and Horses, bread, what an upbringing.
Peter Sallis, man, incredible. Now we can get up here, but I'm really bad at...
now you've turned the boiler back on. You've got to go into glide.
Now...
Glide on an updraft.
Yeah.
Basic platforming.
My favourite album by... I don't know.
That's the beauty of live edits. You could quickly change that and do it Alan Partridge style, where it's clearly you in a different voice and different point in time.
It's me in my car somewhere.
Editing back in a better joke just at that point.
Oh, do you know what? There's something about Vendy with the bow placement. It looks like it's like a... I suppose it is a headband, isn't it, really, more than a bow?
Yeah.
I don't know, Vendy.
I don't know why. It reminds me of an office cleaner. Someone wearing that kind of head bow.
Yeah.
I think Lisa Tarbuck's character... Was it Lisa Tarbuck's character?
We're so deep,
in Extras.
Man. Yeah, we are so deep diving right now.
Something else. Or,
God. I don't think that's as deep as...
British comedy's getting a real big focus on
in the dev commentary.
We should probably talk about the virtues of Replaylee a bit more.
Jesus. Well, I've defeated Breeze Block.
We're darkening the level. Some people complain that it now looks like it's set in the day.
Okay.
And we have this really nice new lighting system when we're doing lighting. And again, we're just caught at the moment, like just fine-tuning it so it will feel more night-like, I believe, and moonlit rather than sunlit.
I feel...
but it does, like the game, most of the game's beauty in the assets does become more apparent, I think, with stronger lighting. So we'll tweak it, but the artists have done so much work improving every element of the game. I think everyone's desperate just to make sure that their work is visible and their effort is enjoyable.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say that we're paying attention to what people are saying, but we're also conscious of the fact that we're in. I said active development last time, and you took the mick out of me for saying active development as if there was an inactive development in our last Q&A.
I want to be an inactive game developer.
But we are in a a state of flux. You know, it's always moving. There's always
Just look at that like
Gave him his
view across to the other area. Like this time around, you can much more clearly see propositions and things to go off and do and be intrigued by just to the background there.
Yeah, it's selling us the story. So there's a little another little bit in the palace, isn't there?
There is some more palace elements. You don't want to go back up there now, though. It's a long slog.
Fine. We'll go over here.
You haven't been in the Crystal Cave area yet. Now you come to give this challenge a go.
I don't think I did this last time. I can't remember if I did this or not.
Hey, come and enjoy the view, but watch your step, said Pagey. Okay, said Yooka.
We get this as an official DLC.
I would love to do funny dialogue DLC just for director's commentary as taking the mick out of ourselves. I'm a big believer in taking the mick out of yourself.
I think it's the best way to be. It's the only way I can.
You want those coins from going through that ring? Go on. Yes, you've earned it.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Loser.
Unbelievable.
Go the right way. Yay, that's it. You collected them 0.45 seconds faster than an idiot going around the wrong way. Feel good.
Is that the official time? Have we worked that out? Because speedrunners are going to want that.
I did actually time it, and I was actually compared it to other games just to see what is there this like secret, unhidden, unspoken of timing for the right way and the wrong way to go and collect spinning coin patterns. Basically no. Douche. That's changing the cage explosion sequence. It's going to be a lot more dynamic and exciting.
Get some Michael Bay explosions.
Get some good feels, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
beautiful.
I think the direction I gave to someone was, imagine if this was good, what would it be?
Wow, yeah, okay.
So, I think I've improved as a director.
I was going to say, that's a really, really good direction there from a game director, yeah. Can you make this bit better, please?
Imagine if this was good. I mean, this is good, but is it good?
Graphic design is my passion. Can we just have it? Can we have that, but a little bit more, please? Okay, let's go over here.
I love the line though in the first. Like I've always kind of tried to poke a bit of fun at that kind of stuff. And in the first game, I think Capital B and his golden statue in the intro is like, is it not golden enough or too golden? It's one of those. Honestly, I've actually heard adjacent conversations to that happening with directors in my life, and I've cringed every time, and I've kind of thought, oh my goodness.
That's part of what it was all about, though, right? It was a commentary on exactly that kind of thing. So
a little bit, yeah. There's that depth and nuance to certain elements of the game, and I think that's always going to be in kind of a Platonic game. We've got really funny, great colleagues, strong characters, and lots of experiences to draw from, and it's always been a part of why our games have this sense of humour and this way about them, and I think that's great when people, any creator in any art form doing anything, puts a bit of themselves in, because it's your DNA, it's your unique, unspoken USP, and if you don't do it, if you try and copy someone else's, it slightly feels a little bit like a poorer version of someone else. So stick to your own and embrace it and have fun with it.
I think, yeah. I mean, we can say this. We are currently sat in our new studio.
Yeah.
That we're going to have we're going to do a tour of in the new year, I think. So I was originally waiting for some other bits to be done, but I think we're going to do it. I want to show people how cool it is here.
We're looking at a really nice, beautiful, huge screen TV.
Huge flat screen TV.
Hung on the wall, but revealing the plugs and the sockets behind, which is the wall bracket for the TVs. Too low. All the plugs are too high.
So it's still got a Platonic charm to it, hasn't it? We're still kind of in an industrial situation with things.
A bit of jank here and there.
There's got to be a bit of jank.
Adds resilience.
Exactly.
Builds resilience.
Now, I did this last time. I don't think I'm going to do that.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, right.
Bosh. Oh no, wait.
Bosh. Left, right, back.
Oh, I've got it now.
You've done it.
Oh, yeah.
Doon, 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 doon.
Easy.
Yeah. Again, poor page explosion. Someone's been told to make it good. It will happen.
I like these. I like the little dances. I think they're great.
Yeah, much more rewarding.
So, just want to touch on it quickly as well. Obviously, we've talked about some pagey stuff and some quill stuff, but quills have had a few extra passes than just the colours, right? There's been some manoeuvring of quills.
Yeah, how quills were placed in the original game wasn't for a brilliant kind of valid goal for the player experience. Actually, an artist ended up placing quite a few to help out the design team because we were really stretched on time, and we've been able to put a lot more thought into it this time around, and now we've got like the more what's the word I'm looking for? The more common currency, like from a Coinelius, the coins and everything, which have purpose yet to be revealed. I'm not sure if we've mentioned.
Yeah, we kind of have, yeah.
Ah, cool.
We've got cosmetics. We've asked people on Twitter what cosmetics they'd like to see. So
excellent.
yes, you'll be able to spend those coins.
Yeah, I mean, cosmetics are just one of the things as well. So quills in the original game were kind of overlapping a lot of the challenges, and completing a challenge, you sometimes felt like you had to complete a challenge 2 or 3 times because you didn't complete it with everything. You are not riding that other platform up to the peak.
I thought I did.
No.
It went red again, or was that because I jumped off it?
You jumped off it.
This is my problem. I like to get cocky.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Stretch yourself, find your limits, understand where you're rubbish, and
that's my problem.
I'm joking.
That's my problem. Is that I don't do that.
What you are amazing at, then you're amazing at, and that's the same with everyone. Embrace what you're great at. Halt. There we go.
That's fine. I got loads of height there. Look, that's what I really needed. That's what I really needed was the height.
Now we're testing you. Now you're cooking. There we are. Wunderbar.
That's it. We're gamers.
PG is yours. Yeah, so quills, the way we're putting them down and rewarding exploration and curiosity is different in this game. We're not overlapping them. Like, we wouldn't put quills along that path of that challenge, because now you just feel like, oh, I've got to do that challenge again. I've already got the pagey, but I missed the quill.
Right.
And because quills are finite, then you kind of feel you have to. And it was creating a bad experience for the player and an unwanted tone. So no, coins in these are much better used in terms of being able to encourage excellence in completing the challenges, but it doesn't matter if you don't get everything. And then where quills are is to achieve a different goal.
I can see some of that.
And obviously Trowzer, yeah. What you know, I don't know if this is public knowledge yet, but the entire moveset is already unlocked from the start of the game. What?
Wait, pause for fanfare.
You. Yes, the entire moveset is unlocked from the start of the game. What on earth? What's the point of having Trowzer in the game then? Surely you might as well kill him off.
Kill him off.
That was plan B. Killing him off.
I
So
know what it's do.
well, hey.
Yes.
So no, Trowzer. Trowzer has a slightly
Trowzer's
different
dead.
role. No, he's just shed his old skin and he's got a new skin.
Yeah, he's an adaptive
to
guy.
use a snake, adjacent term, and he's doing something different other than in the moves business.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, that's a big change, right? That's
It is, and you know what, we kind of took a bit of a common sense approach to some of the decision making, and we kind of just said the game is more fun when you can explore the level, not come across something you aren't equipped for or must return to later, and it's kind of a fractured experience, and you do get lots of time wasted in the game, and like your players are your customers. You don't want to waste their time. that's the last thing we want to do. So we just figured out that, you know what, the game is fundamentally more fun when you explore with every move unlocked. So we have to find new ways of kind of replacing and thinking about challenges, moveset mastery for the player. Completely different to how we were in the first game by just changing that fact. And another thing which, again, the game is just more fun, more enjoyable when the worlds are all unlocked. So you still have to unlock the worlds in order, but you don't have to expand them anymore. They're all ready. They're all expanded and ready to go. Come and have fun. There's lots of fun things to do. We're not kind of being so specific and forcing you to do things in a specific way. It's kind of like, actually the game's more opened up in its structure. Lots of ways to have fun. You come and decide which bits and how you're going to do things.
Yeah, I think
once you're in the level,
those two changes, you know, because people are talking about, you know, the sort of the stuff that we're doing in terms of
tree sparkling,
remastering, but I think that's a kind of change that takes this beyond a remaster, right? Like that's a complete rethinking.
Yeah, it's somewhere in between remaster and remake.
Yeah, remix, isn't it? That's it. That's the
and remix and any other something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot more new elements to come and collect as well. So we talked about pages. We've got pagey pieces as well, smaller bits of pages which you collect by the quarter, much like a certain young adventurer's heart system.
Okay.
So you can pick up a quarter of a pagey piece.
Another green man.
Yeah, it's a pagey piece torn up, and it's in the shape of a certain puzzle piece.
A puzzle, like a jigsaw piece.
Yeah.
Like
so when you piece them together, you get a complete pagey, and you're rewarded for that. Because there's a lot more to do in the game, and there's a lot more activities which need the correct level of reward for the effort involved, or you know, and what the player was doing. So we cover a lot more ranges, and we're a lot more friendly, like giving out pages now. Certain activities were like, I can't believe we're making the player do all this for a page, and then other times we're like, actually they just did something really quick and got a pagey. What's the right reward for their ingenuity, or their rewarding their curiosity or their skill? So you can get pages, pagey puzzle pieces, nice big coin treasure piles because you're going to want the coin for various reasons. Yeah, there's so much more within the game. Level layouts, the challenges themselves, the variety of challenges, the ways in which we ask the player to test themselves with their moves. You'll never make it. I'm glad you chickened out me there.
I know. Well, I want to get over there. Really, is what I want to do.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be good.
Moveset, like much more of the moveset chains together now, and the controls are now a lot less pad gymnastics. Like a lot of the moves have moved to either one button press or button press hold. Yeah, it's a lot easier to pull off all the variety of moves and a lot more logically mapped along the controller. Oh, it was a good, valiant attempt.
Yeah, I've seen them and now I want them.
Good attempt. Yeah.
Oh.
That's good. Someone's placed them there, trying to trigger that impulsive.
To bait me into it.
Yeah, need to go do that. And quite often that stuff's placed to get you over there, but you don't realise once you're over there, there's actually a completely different reason for being over there.
Well, I think I can cheat.
Is it cheating though, or is it being smart?
That's it. I think
Light is not readily available.
Oh no, I'm being silly.
Yeah,
the cynic in me would say that it's cheating, but the cheater in me would say that it's legitimate tactics.
I think it's part of player creativity, and you want to reward that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you could have just used the floating platform the other side of there and just jumped over something. I didn't want to say that.
I could have, but at the time I was a truck.
Yeah.
I want to get those as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we...
Of course you do. They're just happy, living their own life, having fun.
Yeah, well, they're
Why
not
not
happy
murder
though,
them?
are they?
There
They
you
look
go.
miserable. They're so angry looking.
No. They had names.
What are they?
I'm not telling you. They're gone now.
No point.
Forget about them.
No point humanising them now. Or am I going to make it? No.
Oh, where was your aerial attack?
Yeah.
Mid-air
Wow,
aerial
I've
attack
actually,
was so bad.
I have taken
You've-
damage underground,
Wow.
underwater
Yeah.
even,
That won't be possible in the final game.
which is going to aid me specifically in my inability to
Jumping on
to do
enemies
that.
works now as well.
Yes, so that was
In a
obviously
platform game, can you believe it? You couldn't jump on the enemy before for a jump attack.
Speaking of things in a platform game that should be completely reasonable, drop shadow. We talked about it before, but now we can actually see it in action. Oh, I didn't do this last time, did I? I failed this.
Yeah, no, drop shadow. Drop shadows on other platformisty elements as well. So those coins you can see,
Yes.
they have shadow beneath them.
It makes it much easier to do this kind of thing if you're a normal gamer and not
It
me.
does. There was, like I said, there was some absolute like unwritten rules and laws of platform games. We just were too close to the product, and we were too busy trying to stretch and do the next shiny thing and different thing, and ultimately overlooked some of the simple do's and don'ts. So going back and correcting them, that makes a huge difference. It's not the kind of the fancy shiny front of box thing you can talk about, drop shadows, but they're so integral to the experience.
It all adds up, and that's
does.
something I'm trying to convey to people. In sort of when people ask, I completely understand why some people might look and go, it's just prettier or something like that. But when you get your hands on it, and when you add up all of the big and small changes, it's such a fundamental difference that makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, and it's objectively. It's not just us like telling you, hey, this is improved. Take our word for it. These are like no fundamental. Objectively, this now has elements in it which absolutely fix a lot of the original games.
Yeah, it's a different game, and because we've had people ask, is the original going anywhere? Like, are we replacing it and that kind of thing? And you couldn't, could you? Because this has become its own product. It has become its own game, its own experience.
Yeah.
Like you can play the two differently, and especially you look at like the move sets and even just the level expansion stuff.
Yeah, and like I say, your journey through the game. If you think of the core loop, what's the every minute of gameplay? What's the every 10-minute loop? What's the 15-minute loop? What's the 30-minute? What's the hour loop? And what's the journey through the entire the game? It's completely different to what it was before.
Yeah.
Before it was a lot of trial and error. Slow progress, slow sense of progress. When you were doing the right thing, it was kind of passively rewarded. It was like, I always think the player who is intrinsically motivated to do well and complete games is fine with Yooka-Replaylee, the original. But you need to do so much more to reinforce positive behaviour and reinforce your core loop, and we're doing that now. So just the tone, the experience, the sense of fun you get playing through the game is, I think, much stronger, much more inclusive and broader, appealing, without losing the key elements of what people loved about the original.
No, I agree, and I think that I think the more people get their hands on it, I think they'll see that for themselves as well, and I think that we'll be showing a lot more in the coming months. As you said at the start and sort of throughout, this demo that we've shown here is, the game has come on leaps and bounds since then, and we'll have a lot more different elements to show as well. We've got some videos to show new features and other things that I'm going to be coy about for the time being. But we've been yapping for an hour, so I reckon we should...
a wonderful hour.
A wonderful hour of insight into your game director mind of do this but better. That's the... And
classic retro British comedy.
And classic British retro comedy like Last of the Summer Wine. So we'll wind it up there. But thank you very much, folks, if you've sat through and watched me poorly play through a Glitterglaze Glacier demo. Do you know how hard it is to continuously say Glitterglaze Glacier as a person on social media as well, and having to be on camera all the time.
Glitterglaze Glacier.
Glitterglaze Glacier.
Glitterglaze Glacier. Yeah.
It's a bit of a mouthful after a while.
Great alliteration.
Great alliteration. Yeah, I mean, come on, we're the best at that, right? That's got to be done. I'm just going to make sure that we've covered everything on my little list. I think we have. Yes, we've done a good job. So thank you very much for joining me, Gav.
No, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Of course. And thank you, listener and viewer, for taking part in this little experience with us. We'll be back very, very soon with more news. And yeah, we'll see you after the holidays.
Do feedback, do pop up. What more do you want to see?
Yeah, please do tell me.
Understand, query, question, test us on.
I might tell you it's never happening. I might say, oh, good one. A lot of the times I go to these guys and say, oh yeah, we should talk about this thing. So, you know, we are listening. We are always listening.
Yeah.
It's not just our definitive edition. You know, it is for the fans as well, right? So, yeah. Thank you very much, folks. We'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.